Hello students, how are you? I'm glad to be here with you for another session. I hope you had a great cocooning vacation. Welcome to homeschool, a school away from school where learning and fun go hand in hand. Children, you have learnt in the previous sessions that English is a language and grammar enable you to understand the structure of English language. I would like to refresh and recap what grammar is and how the present topic helps you to link with communication purpose. Grammar is a course which teaches students about English lessons and the ways how to use words in an appropriate sentence to make meaningful communication. Therefore, grammar course will lead you to a very pleasant and challenging journey where you can get the experience of the process of learning English grammar. It helps the students to enable a healthy habits of speech, writing, thought, and behavior. English grammar is a fun and easy way to improve your verbal skills. So today, let us learn English, live English, and love English. Welcome to the land of grammar. With this preview, let us dive into our today's topic. A word that is used to establish relationships between nouns and verbs, and between different parts of a sentence is a position word. In other words, a position word is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. They connect people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. They are short words and they are normally placed directly in front of nouns. Such words in the English language, we call it a preposition. A preposition links a noun or a pronoun to the rest of the sentence. Examples: in, on, at, from, over, for, with, of, around, along, under, down, up, across, into, etc. So, today's topic is preposition and subtopic prepositions of place. Generally speaking, one can classify prepositions in three groups: prepositions of time, prepositions of place, prepositions of direction, which include other prepositions. Preposition of place. A preposition of place is a preposition which is used to refer to a place where something or someone is located. They allow you to be very specific when talking about where action takes place in stories or when discussing important details for communication purposes. Prepositions of place give you the ability to tell others where something is located or something happens. Example: I waited for my sister at the corner. Amira was so tired that she took a nap in the car. What's on the menu this evening? The cat is under the chair. Preposition of place include in, at, on, by, next to, beside, near, between, behind, in front of, under, below, and above. Let us see all these prepositions in detail, how it is used and where it is used. Coming to the first one, in. In means inside. It shows the exact position inside. Example:
The boy is watching the TV in the living room. We live in Hyderabad.
Look at the picture in the book.
Shirley is in the car.
This is the best team in the world. And she looks at herself in the mirror. In the above examples, in shows the exact position inside.
Now the second one, at. At is used to show an exact position or particular place. Example: Polly met John at the bus stop. At is also used at the table. Example: Carol sat at the table. At is used for describing being present at an event. Example: He is at a concert. I was at a party last night. At is also used for a place where you are to do something typical, like watch a film, study, or work. Examples: Jane is at the library with her friends. The laborers were at work in the fields. Sally works in a lab at a university. I am at home right now. Next preposition of place is on. On is used when attached. Example: Look at the picture on the wall. On is also used next to or along the side of a river. Example: The Taj Mahal is situated on the Yamuna River. On is used to show that something is in a position above something else and touching it. Example: The book is on the desk. On for left and right. Example: The shop is on the left side. On is also used for a floor in a house. Example: My apartment is on the second floor. On is used for showing some methods of traveling. Example: Betty loves traveling on a plane. And finally, on is used for television or radio. Example: My favorite program on the TV is Wildlife. Next preposition of place is usage of by, next to, beside, near. All these describe not far away in distance. Examples: The telephone is by the window. The building is near a subway station. The key is hung on the wall beside the door. My mother loves to sit near the fire at night. Fifth preposition of place is between. Between is used in or into the space which separates two places, people, or objects. Example: The number 5 is between the number 4 and 6. The boy stood between his mother and his father. Switching on to the next preposition of place is behind. Behind means at the back. Examples: I hung my coat behind the door. The child is hiding behind the tree. Seventh preposition of place is in front of. In front of refers to further forward than someone or something else. Examples: the fountain is in front of a building. A dolphin leapt out of the water right in front of us. Eighth one is under. It talks about lower than or covered by something else. Examples: life under the sea is beautiful. An old man is standing under the tree. Ninth preposition of place is below. Below means lower than something else or in a lower place or position. It also indicates no contact. Under and below are not the same. Look at the picture and see the difference. Under talks about lower than and below means no contact. Examples of below are: the plane is just below the cloud. The dog is sleeping below the table. He hung the picture below the clock. Now the last one is above. Above means higher than something else, but not directly over it. Examples: the building is located above the garage. The plane was flying above the clouds. Here comes an end. Further, I just want to recap the topic, prepositions of place. Let's recap. Words like in, on, at, by, next to, beside, near, between, behind, in front of, under, below, and above are the prepositions of place which show the position or location of one thing with another. They also answer the question where. The first preposition is in, means inside or an enclosed space. Example: Jessie is growing tomatoes in her garden. Second one, at, to show an exact position or place. Example: Emma works at a bank. Third one, on. It tells us following noun is located on a surface. Example: Bob grew up on a farm. Fourth one, usage of by, next to, beside, near. They describe not far away in distance. Example: the receptionist is near the front door. Fifth preposition of place is between. Between normally refers to something in the middle of two objects, things, or places. Example: there is a sea between England and France. Sixth preposition is behind. It is the opposite of in front of. It means at the back of something. Example: who is that person behind the mask? Seventh one, in front of. It refers to forward than someone or something. Example: a band plays their music in front of an audience. Eighth preposition is under. It means at a lower level or something is above it. Example: how long can you stay under the water? Ninth one is below, means in a lower place. Example, miners work below the surface of the earth. And the last one, above. It refers to higher position directly above you. Example, there is a ceiling above you. Finally, prepositions of place provide us information, add meaning to the vocabulary, gives us ability to create more detailed sentences and sound more fluently.